Alright, hey, hello and welcome everyone to another Challenge Cup race. Today we are gonna see on the left Alexis versus on the right Jimbo, and the commentators are gonna be Engel and Majarkin. How are you doing, guys?
Back with another exciting race, huh?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this one. This one matters for who moves on, so I'm excited.
Yeah, so this is Group A, where Hyper already went 3-0. They're taking the first spot. But now we have Alexis and Jimbo at 1-1, and winner moves on.
Well, it looks like Jimbo's getting going right now, so the race must have started. Adult Bolero spawn.
Oh, looks like we're just chaining songs at the start here.
I think I saw something on the wall there.
Yeah, I couldn't see the wall. It looked like the volcano was dead, and 50 also dead.
And as to be expected with this type of start, we got a nearly identical path here.
Yo, big chest already? Oh, yeah. Dins, oh.
Uh-oh.
Nocturne and Dins this early.
We still don't know if it's a stone shadow to rear its ugly head. I couldn't quite tell what that was.
I believe it's just a heart on the crate.
Oh, right. It matches his heart color. Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks good. Tompy being very rude to Alexis.
Yeah, so, both runners just doing the normal graveyard to cack stuff, but, we do have a prediction going. Will a runner check chickens today?
I mean, I had to take the odds in saying no, as I didn't check chickens in my race earlier today, so...
See, I'm gonna go with one of them definitely checks it unless it's hinted. But it could be hinted, so...
Tompy just giving us some money. Always nice if you maybe get lucky and get bombs and CAC and go up the... Bombs or bomb chews and go up the DMT.
Oh, and the
Boomerang.
Well, we're certainly getting some items to start here, but I don't think they're the ones our runners want.
Stick upgrade too, yeah. I mean, these are one... We need to see our medallions first, since neither runner has checked them.
Yeah.
We don't really know if these items are useful or bait.
Want a slingshot too.
This is just making the inevitable child play after this a little bit more palatable. We got Song of Time in the windmill. Not really what you want to see early. It's can be useful in situations. Yeah, toilet time.
Burning cack as a requiem though. That's a little rough.
It could tell us a lot about the seed though, depending on the medallions. If Spirit is one of our forest, fire, or water medallions. Then Alexis save quitting right away.
I'm not even checking man on roof then?
It didn't look like it, no. I would be very tempted, especially with coming from the Nocturne side, to go adult river here. I like the 3 checks and the 3 hints. Considering we have no paths. Ooh.
Jimbo!
I have done that a lot recently on accident. I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's not the easiest jump. Like, everyone makes it look easy, but it's, you know, you're just off a tiny bit and woof. Here you go, losing 30 seconds.
And then when you compensate to go farther the next time, you bonk. Oh, and a Kakariko.
Oh yeah, Child Cack spawn. So, well, there's chickens. It's time to close the prediction.
Did Alexis even check the hint stones?
No.
Medallions: DC, forest, water, fire, Deku.
So about all that Shadow and Jabu stuff we're getting. They're stones.
We still gonna have OOT. Although I don't know what would hold us back, OOT.
Storms at this point, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I guess Alexis likes to do man on roof as child.
I mean,
I don't
if you're
like
getting
climbing.
chickens, you might as well do it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alexis, you know, kind of has some wild routing at times. Jimbo here, more traditional, showing us the hints market. Morpha. 30 has a bottle. Shoot the sundead.
So that was market to Morpha?
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
Okay, nothing on chickens. Classic.
Should be seeing the typical Lon play here now out of Alexis.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of doing that save quit at the start, because now you're just kind of a longer run over to these areas.
Yes, and then you could have used the save quit out of Lon to save yourself a run.
Yeah, which I think is more what Jimbo might do here, as he gets some magic in our path market.
And magic doesn't really unlock anything in water. So.
Well, you say that, but what about this Din's Magic and Nocturne we have already?
That is true. We have almost got our Shadow Kit here. Yep, Death Star, it is a stone already. So we may be going into Stone Shadow. It finds a way.
It's looking pretty likely at this point. Yeah, Jimbo just heading off to market, or to Lon 2 for market, so...
And we'll probably see Alexis go into market as child here, just to get those hints. Or maybe not, I don't actually know how they route a lot of things.
I think it in part depends on the song. You could do like Valley Lake, or just go Kikiri from here.
And I guess Alexis does have plenty of money. That would be my concern. Is you want to be able to get the scrub in Lost Woods.
Vanilla Eponas.
Oh, what are my thoughts on Valley Lake today? Don't forget to do Valley, but don't do Valley Lake. Just don't run past the valley as adult when you're there later. That's when you do it. But opponents, so even more reason to do valley as adult, unless you run out of things to do.
I mean, maybe, but nothing else in Lon Lon. Now, where does...
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm just thinking, like, where does Alexis go? He's got to run out now. This is...
Yeah, that's why I like to save and quit from the back. I can see Alexis doing Valley Lake. People do it. I could also see Kokiri. I mean, that's the more traditional route is straight to Kokiri from Lon Lon. Especially since we've already done our adult route and essentially got nothing of use for the early game.
Alright, so we're just going Kokiri. That makes sense. I think stronger play than going Valley Lake here.
Looks like Jimbo skipping chickens as well. Yep.
He's kind of debating where to go, maybe?
Oh, he's turning in the Keaton mask.
Yeah, he could also go through Goron City. He has the Dins. He could...
That is
blow
true
up the
in
rocks.
Magic. Yeah.
And I think that's what he's doing here. I like that play a lot. That's pretty good routing.
You also get a peak on top of DC, so it's a much shorter route to get to Lost Woods than running, and you get a couple checks along the way.
Yeah, you
like
peek
it.
these two, yeah.
That looked like
Those
a
boots,
lens.
or-
Looked like a lens of truth, but... Can we get an early, get an early treasure chest game here? A hookshot treasure chest game, maybe?
Oh,
there's a
chest
biggie.
there. Yeah, can't get it yet though, but
Sadie
guess-
calling out Wasteland.
I guess whatever it was on top of DC, Jimbo's not interested.
It is a bit harder to get there as a child without strength or anything.
Nothing in Midos, although Alexis not even opting to check for maybe bomb chews or something.
And that's surprising because a lot of times early bomb chews can make or break a seed.
Okay, there's a scale in composers, which if we get Lullaby we could get logically.
Jimbo also rushing the song right away, skipping the checks, probably looking to get either Sons of Sarias or something that can make the checks go a little smoother. Ooh,
Oh, and there's bomb chews, alright.
and Storms here. It's looking less and less likely like 80 is going to have anything that matters. That was another market path, and I didn't see if that was Morpha again or not.
Yeah, I mean, this could also be like, you know, a logical 80 for Forest access. We don't have either of those songs yet.
That is Skull Mask dead.
Or it's just Prelude. An SFM to Goma. It's probably going to be the Storms.
That's what it seems like. And Alexis using the 10 packages we got to go into Child Goron City. I don't mind this, but I maybe would have saved it until getting everything else so I could scum the choose.
Nah, just use them. Too much time lost in scumming them.
If it's what else are you gonna do after leaving the?
See, strength.
Oh, it's strength anyway. So I guess I wouldn't be scumming them then.
Although now, yeah, Jimbo, maybe going? Not going back in for one yet. I would expect Jimbo to do Child Goron City and then go see what that big chest is in Trail. So he should be picking up the strength too.
And Jimbo doesn't need to waste a bomb chew on the entrance since he opened it with Dins. So. Getting a peek at the other SFM. It could to be right here for Kikiri. That'd be something. Welcome, Raiders from Artificial Red's channel. You're just joining us.
Thanks for the raid, Red. How y'all doing? We only 15 minutes into this race between Alexis and Jimbo, Group A Challenge Cup, where the winner will move on to brackets.
And so far we have...
Was that a DC to Phantom hint?
I did not see it. Did anyone in chat get it? Yeah, it was DC to Phantom Ganon, so... with the strength... Oh, bomb
more
chews and Mitos.
See, this is why you check. There's 20 more.
So
now
explosives are optional. Or, well, bomb bag is optional.
And this is working well for Jimbo if he goes back up, if he does Child Goron and then, goes DC, it might be...
I'm wondering if he's thinking, oh, I can get that as an adult when going to DC, though.
Yeah, I hope not, because...
But so we have 3 of our paths then. Sacred Forest Meadow to Deku. Market to Morpha, and DC to Phantom Ganon.
When Jimbo is leaving, that could be bad if he doesn't go back for Child Goron City.
Yes, Deathstar. Magic was in Market, the only check we've done. It was on the shooting game. He might be going up this way. We'll see if he actually goes into Goron City.
I think Jimbo's going well here, probably.
I think you're right. I've been bitten in the butt a few times by not having ZL, but...
Yeah, but we have, the potential storms as path to Goma, so... I think you gotta just, rush this while you can.
Yep. Worst case, you come back later. It's not the hardest check to get back to with Nocturne, so... And I think we're going to have a double bottom the well. Alexis safe quitting here. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense with that path hint. Just see if you can grab it real quick.
We did not have Darunia's check. I didn't see a hint yet for it. And so only 2 ZL lock checks. Well, it could be key lock too, but we didn't see a big chest there while jumping over, so we know that is small. Could be a key, but...
Rich Scrub was Durania, so we think Dance Dad's just dead in this one.
Oh, and we just got a raid from
Yo, ZSR
ZSR.
coming.
So welcome everyone from ZSR. This is the Jimbo versus Alexis match of the Challenge Cup Season 6. And this is Group A. And the winner of this match goes through to brackets as the second seed. So, oh, and there's the K-Sword.
Alright, so that confirms our SFM path to Goma. Storms, right for the sword.
So both runners going to pick it up here and probably head straight back. I think Jimbo will route in getting the that big chest on DMT, going back that way. We'll see which way Alexis goes. But that fulfills our Sacred Forest Meadow Path to Goma, being Song of Storms.
Yeah, this is good for Jimbo, because I was worried if this wasn't going to just, straight up be the sword, that, he wouldn't do that run back up, right? And then maybe miss the Hot Rodder strength, but...
Now with 30 chews, he's going to do Hot Rodder. I don't see how you don't do it here.
Yeah. And there's also Mirror Shield.
Wait, did Jimbo miss that? Did he? I don't remember him peeking.
I didn't see him get it. Did he not peek?
He may not have. I mean, he's down here. He's probably going to save out, so...
Well, that's a new problem for Jimbo, potentially. But Spirit is a stone, so... It's not locking a ton, right? Like, it's Prelude on AD, so... It's like 3 checks, right?
Yeah,
fine.
Not needed yet.
It's probably fine.
But that's a hard check to go back to.
Yeah. It's probably not one you're coming back to.
Well, hopefully for Jimbo, those 3 checks don't matter. It could actually be 4 due to key logic, but... And as predicted, Jimbo's running up, and we should see Alexis doing the same.
Yep.
It's really the 2 main differences is Alexis going to get Hot Rodder check, which was a strength, and then Jimbo missing the Mirror Shield check in bottom of the well.
Yeah, and Jimbo already doing the one market check, getting him the magic.
Which with the Morpha path, which Alexis hasn't checked the stones yet.
Which way is Alexis going here?
I guess they prefer running in Hyrule Field. Oh, maybe upriver? That's interesting.
Do you go upriver now without scale?
I personally wouldn't, because there's not a good way to get over to go and beat Deku, which is one of our medallions, but I guess they figured it was a good time to route that in.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if it pays out.
We'll see what's in this check for Jimbo.
Yeah, so Alexis doesn't know this is here, but it's just Feor's.
Just Feora's win.
It's not, it's not bad. You already have the magic.
But you're right, it doesn't save us a ton of time with this medallion layout here that we have.
Okay, and Alexis only getting beans and then bailing. I feel like if you get the beans, you just commit to checking Olive River and getting the hints, though.
Do they think they saw something up top there that we called a heart piece before?
I thought it was just a heart, though.
Oh, Dampe time.
Oh, he's got Dampe time. Okay.
Good call, Alfalfa.
I mean, still, you could have checked Olive River and, scummed the time of day back.
I agree. Oh, it looks like Jimbo's also going to do pots a spinning pot.
Does he know how to do this with shoes without the door open, or with the awful strength way?
I know there's a setup up top here. Maybe he was just lighting it to light it.
Could be. Jimbo.
Oh
Jimbo,
no.
no. Don't leave him.
Maybe he's resetting the time. It might be faster to run here, run out. Nope, he's skipping it.
Jimbo, no. You need that.
Well, there are 2 other strengths, but that would have helped Jimbo out greatly.
Yeah, that's surprising that you wouldn't, wait 20 seconds to check that.
Especially since you took about the same amount of time to light the torches for a check you're not even getting.
Yeah.
Well, we have both runners heading to Deku Tree, which I don't blame them. You get a Kikiri sword this fast, you jump into Deku.
Oh, there's Stone Shadow.
It finds a way, but we do have most of our kit. So from what we found so far, that's looking like it's going to be hammer in there. I mean, it could be first hook shot still, Pierre locked or bow locked, but or bombs is a potential too, but it's probably more likely hammer.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have logical explosives or logical strength yet, so that is something to keep an eye on.
Dazdar calling out hovers, the vanilla hovers, Path of Avagia.
I've had enough vanilla hovers over the past week. Please stop putting the hovers in shadow.
At least with this, it's a fairly easy check. You go adult, you warp there, you go check the first 2 real quick, and you don't really lose any time. And then you head up to DC and do Bomb Chew DC.
Yo, Alsuna coming in with the raid as well. Everybody raiding us today.
Yep, the French restream. I forget who they were covering, but they've been covering quite a few.
I think it was the same as ZSR, just doing the French version.
Just finished up a little later, yeah.
But yeah, thanks for the raid, everyone. Welcome. We have Jimbo and Alexis here. Group A. Winner moves on to the Brackets Challenge Cup. And we have a bit of a wild start, I would say. Both runners kind of doing some interesting pathing, and Jimbo potentially missing some important items that Alexis has in the Strength and Mirror Shield.
Yep, so Jimbo completely missed the Mirror Shield in Bottom of the Well. And then Hot Rodder has our Strength 1. It may not be logical Strength 1, we'll find out. But and Jimbo opting to not wait the 10-15 seconds to get that. But they have definitely routed very differently, but we're here in the same dungeon, so. And yes, like Deathstar's saying, luckily Spirit is a stone. Oh, and we got another large chest here in Deku.
Yeah, the Mirror Shield's probably fine to miss. The Strength, that one's the real concern, I would say. But yeah, again, chat's saying it could be nerves, it could be trying to play more aggro, because this is, win or go home for both players here.
It may be just Jimbo going, oh, it's easy enough to get back there, and I'll grab it once I have ZL or ZL and Saria's song. But no required AD today, as our Ocarina of Time is Prelude. We will be hiking a bit for a while until we find Serenade.
Oh, Jimbo with
missing.
The nice setup, but then you have the Dins, though. You just pull at the Dins.
Oh, Dins, yeah. That's again, I'm not used to having Dins this early in a scene, so.
Yeah, it was a very nice B1 setup. It was you know, well executed, and he just didn't have the flame storage.
But both of our runners getting synced up here almost. With the only differences is Jimbo doing the slingshot minigame in Market for Magic, and Alexis getting that strength in Hot Rod or Goron. Otherwise, they've done very similar checks.
And that's Goma down for Jimbo. Getting our second medallion here, which also gets us another item at Temple of the Time.
Just money. It is always nice to start with one of the either Shadow or Spirit medallions, and then have easy access to the other dungeon, like DC or Deku, or even Forest, I would say sometimes, but to get that check out of the way quickly.
Yeah, so let's see, where will Jimbo go here? We're just gonna go adult, maybe rush DC?
Personally, that's what I would do. I would skip the field here and get into DC. Time of day is just right that you can easily make it to Market here.
Yep, looks like that's the plan.
I actually wonder if it's faster to run from here or if he could have just nocturned or save quit. I don't know if Jimbo plays on VC or not, though.
Yeah, not sure. I think I would have save quit, but Alexis planting the bean. This is a pretty good heads up play too. Because now
Gives
when he
Alexis
goes,
faster access, yeah, because you
Yeah.
can ride the bean all the way over.
yeah, you just Bolero, go ride the bean up and get into Dodongos.
And then save quitting for probably the shorter run to Market here. Oh, what do we got on Jimbo?
Bow. Okay, so looks like Dodongos is either gonna have our bomb bag, maybe like. Well, no, we need a bomb bag to get in because we don't have a logical strength either. So it's probably just.
Oh no,
Tolkien.
Jimbo!
Oh, well, taking a dip. That's actually really bad because the time of day is turning to night.
He's gonna save quit to scum it, or he's gonna save there to scum it. Scum time of day, that is.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to.
Otherwise, it's what, a minute and a half of nighttime, something like that.
Yeah, it's not good. He would, like, you'd almost have to just change your route and do like Valley Lake.
At that point, yeah, you can't just stand around and not do anything.
But yeah, so I guess probably just hookshot in the Dodongos then. At least we don't know where the logical explosives are to kind of get this all rolling.
Now hear me out. Shadow, first two checks.
Oh, we can't do them yet.
Yes. Oh wait, you're right. No hookshot or
We
hovers.
don't have hook or hovers. I mean, maybe hovers are just sitting somewhere, and it is just bomb bagging first one.
Does Jimbo have his bow? I don't think he does.
It's time of day is like running out again, though.
Yep. I think he's just accepting that he's gonna have to get it as adult. Now, do we think he, yeah, he's gonna let the time run out and do Richard.
That makes sense. You have the Morphopath, and, you know, maybe not convinced it's just magic. And Sadie, we don't need either of those for Storm since it was on the child side of Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yep, so it's fully logical.
Yeah, we're good on that end. Fire arrows under the icy waters we're not going to need. Yeah, we haven't seen Adult Meadow yet to know what that song is.
And just a recovery heart from Temple of Time.
Is that a bottle in the...
It looked like double defense. I couldn't tell, though.
Slingshot on Richard. We have all 3 slingshots already.
I'm really surprised Alexis is skipping that there. I guess they're down to 4 bomb shoes.
Yeah, he's only got 4 bomb shoes, so I think... Like... Either maybe you scum them, or... Because you wanna finish DC in one go. Yep, bottle, but
Bottle.
not the letter.
Where will our ZL be? That's the question right now. That was Death Mountain Trail Path.
Was it trail?
It's a trail, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't catch what it was to. That might have been to DC.
I think it was DC. It looked red, so I would assume to DC because we already have a fire.
And what do we find in here? It was Feora's, which is nothing. So it must be what's on top, either the ferry
Just do the
or
storms check. No, not the storms
Jimbo
check.
already checked this, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's either the ferry or I thought I saw
I thought we saw something on top.
I thought we
DC.
saw why can't it lens? Oh, losing a shoe there
That's
on Alexis'
not
side.
great.
There's Feora's, yep. Now Jimbo getting his bow back after the unfortunate falling into the river there.
Yeah. See, now Alexis though has enough chews to light the eyes, but not. Oh, that is
Hammer.
Okay.
Okay. So there's your logical DC access.
So that's what was on top.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. It
Right, so
actually
then-
looked purplish on Jimbo's.
Well, everything's coming up Alexis because now, as I was saying, only having 2 chews is enough to light the eyes, but not, get to the king afterwards. But now you can just use the hammer.
So yeah, that paid out for Alexis there. They can actually finish.
and they didn't know it was the hammer until jumping down. It was Jimbo who saw it.
And Jimbo does not have that hint yet that it is path to DC, but I don't see Jimbo skipping it. But without a shield, the bomb chew strats without a shield are actually pretty difficult. Oh, first check in DC.
The big sword.
30 minutes saved. Let's go.
Yeah, it could be a first bomb bag here in DC. It could just be the hook shot here.
First bomb bag would bail Jimbo out, or if there's another strength. Chat calling for vanilla bomb bag here.
It could be.
Wouldn't be the first time. See, it was purple. So his hammer's purple.
It's what confused us. It was like off color.
Another one. DC's loaded.
And there's the hook. Okay.
So that means we have forest completion, not access, but the runners won't care to jump over Mido.
Again, though, it's just like another big advantage Alexis has, being able to just go into forest and just completely, finish it out. See what it has, get your medallion, get another song off of it.
Except it's looking like Alexis doesn't have the bow, and that just confirms it right there.
Oh, that's right.
So
Alexis doesn't have the bow. Oh,
it is a very easy check to pick up, but...
Oh, it's because Alexis put the bean down and then didn't, run out.
Yep, and also didn't have enough bomb shoes really to do it either, so... He's using one more bomb shoe here. Alexis couldn't do DC, so... now with the hammer, though, it's more likely they'll go back.
Yeah.
And we could still get a bomb back in here, so... This is why you open the Mitos checks early. 20 pack sitting right there for you. Another biggie.
Is it vanilla?
Could be. There's the lens.
Back to market.
Oh, and with Epona and we have bow and bottle, we can also do horseback. Another!
Oh,
What is this DC?
Oh, no, he's
Hammer, yep.
This is just stack DC, apparently. There's another bow!
Wow! Failed.
Everything is coming up Alexis right now.
Well, that bails Alexis out there. So I fully expect Alexis to go to Forest and not
you
care
gotta
about...
just
Yeah.
go back up mountain, finish out Goron City, just beat Forest.
So we found Hammer. That probably means that it is Hover Boots and Shadow. What else could it be right now? Look at our item. I guess
could be tunic or wallet
or bombs. It could be bombs too, because we don't have logical bomb access.
Oh, it could be. Hammer gets you the hook in here, gets you the ability to do the first 2 checks.
Yeah,
Shadow,
the bombs there.
Yeah.
Vanilla hovers. Yeah. Got a couple options there. I wouldn't personally mind checking it after Forest, though. I think it would be a good...
Yeah, I feel like you can get away with just doing Forest first, right? And just...
Yeah. Or...
maybe get an out-of-logic bomb bag or something.
These runners... Well, Jimbo has plenty of bomb chews, but... you could just go into fire, and you have a bottle, so you could beat it. If it's just hovers locked, then... Well, we don't need hovers, so...
Sure, we might need more explosives. Oh, he can do the setup from down here, I guess.
Oh, without a... Oh, I guess there is a setup without a shield.
Yeah. But even if fire is hovers locked, it could be the one explosive check on the main room. So
that is true.
Might still need more explosives.
I don't know if Jimbo can do DC like Dodongo without a shield.
I mean, it's doable. I don't know if he knows the backflip strats.
Seems like he's waiting for this to come down. And the big rupee off of King Dodongo. I mean, Jimbo is both of these runners are very good. They're previously both in top 64. And,
this very well could have been a top 64 matchup in itself. So it wouldn't surprise me if Jimbo does the swaggy chew backflips here. But it is quite hard.
Yeah, it's much easier to do the ground jump setup with a shield. It's definitely Alexis right now with the advantage because of that strength and getting bailed out with the second bow in DC.
Yeah, because it's just, when does Jimbo go back for that strength? He really needs to find a different one, like Alexis found a different bow.
Oh, getting the backflip. And he got it. The first one. So this is something I would like to learn and practice, but it is hard. And Jimbo making it look easy on the first attempt so far.
Oh, missed the second by a little. Yeah, it's a tough timing window, too, to get it. That's part of why I like just getting a shield early. Just in situations like this, you can just do the ground jumps.
Especially since he has a full bag of money there. I expect him to buy a shield after DC. He reset?
Is he giving up on it?
Well, welcome. The strength was Hot Rodder. It's Child Goron City. And yep, just as we expected, I'm seeing Alexis go to Forest right now.
Yeah, he can finish off Adult Goron here and then just go beat Forest. There's really no reason to do anything beyond these.
And Forest gives us another song as well, which could be very useful right now with no ZL. Oh, and we'll get Adult SFM, so 2 songs out of this play. And this whole thing could have been avoided if Jimbo didn't miss the mirror shield in bottom of the well, because Alexis didn't buy a shield either. I believe that was Final Frogs is dead, which I think we already saw.
And nothing in the maze.
Sadie calling a long shot on Wasteland for Path to Morpha. It's still possible for sure.
And that was Big Pose is something. Which would mean Big Pose is not the path to Morpha. Oh, Jimbo.
A good old Mido skip.
But let's see. So we don't have Saria's or Minuet. Where? We don't have Lullaby. Do we need to logically cross to get one of these songs?
That's...
we need to logically cross to get one of those songs to go Forest.
It's either that or we find Rudo's letter somewhere.
Well, even if we found letter, we don't have...
locked, yeah.
So it wants us to cross. That's part of what this whole awful path is. Question is it just the Forest song or is it Lullaby out there?
Lullaby unlocks quite a bit more, so...
But here's just suns.
And with that in mind, I don't expect too much to be here in Forest.
I mean, it could be. Like we're just... Hovers or long shot from being able to do the cross.
And Jimbo going to do the open grotto here, which I don't think... Not open grotto, the grotto here, hopefully. That, Alexis skipped, so maybe we'll see something in DMC. Deciding he does not have enough health to make that.
Oh, and Alexis fell off.
Yep, ZL could lock a Forest Axis song in either Ice or in Graveyard. So crossing for that would still be very viable.
Yeah, and it could, you know, put maybe Iron Boots or even Longshot in Forest here, then. You know, if it's like Magic Path to cross.
That's true. I still think it's looking more and more like Shadow maybe has the bomb bag.
What if Shadow has the hovers to cross in the first
that
two?
That would be something. Vanilla hovers to cross. To get long shot in Forest. There you go. But we've had our first kind of divergence here, and that's because Jimbo missed that strength, which allowed Alexis to go into Forest. So
yeah, but it looks like Jimbo's just gonna try and do Forest without a strength.
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen strength in forest, though. So
Yeah, we do have Song of Time. We could check, all the courtyard stuff.
and with it, can you climb up to do the jump slash without a strength?
No, we would need
No,
hovers to get to the one check.
Jimbo getting trolled by the I don't even know what they're called. The other thing we have open access to, we have Epona, so GTG is open here.
Yep.
With horseback and all that, so like you said, logical crossing, we're missing one item, and I don't know if I would go look for that item before I cross to find that song, considering where we're at song-wise.
And also, I guess kind of interesting is we do have one of the bows is in logic, the one in the field from that hammer. The one in DC's not, but...
Wouldn't it be... Oh, wait, you're right. Oh, no, we have... Oh, the strength isn't in logic.
The strength isn't in logic either still, but...
So I'm like, oh, how do you get up there? You're right, you can't get past the stairs. Bow isn't technically logical to do that. It's a trick a lot of people do, but... Yep, we're getting a double forest dip, but Jimbo can only stay so long. And it's not looking like we're finding a second strength here early. Jimbo already at 9 skulls, though, so pushing the skulls a bit. Oh,
that is true.
has a point,
does knock it down. I forgot about that.
So yeah, that's
Pesky
logical
Dins.
then.
Alright, so both bows are in logic.
Wow, 4 keys, 4 checks. Alexis showing me a trick I didn't know that you can grab that. I don't know if it would be worth a little bit of time there versus climbing a bit, but it was cool to see the hook shot and grabbing the ledge immediately.
It's faster as long as you get it quickly enough.
So really right now, Jimbo needs to go back Child and do Child Grown City, but I don't see that happening until we actually get some songs.
He's gonna go probably like GTG or something, or Field after this. It's much, more sensible play right now for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back Child here with GTG fully open. The only thing you can't do is the like room in the back and toilet, but if you don't have to do toilet, that's a happy day, so...
And all the keys in Forest.
Oh, and Zavi rating with the party 2. Welcome, welcome. Right now we have a double forest, but Jimbo will be leaving soon, so we'll move on to new parts of the seed here shortly, as Jimbo's down to 2 checks before they are forced to leave. Oh, yep. For anyone who's joined recently, this is an elimination match. The winner of this moves on to the bracket stage of Challenge Cup. So, Hyper swept the group 3-0 to move on, and now Jimbo and Alexis 1-1. Winner moves on. So our Morpho path is still pretty interesting. It could very well be the magic in Market.
I'd say it's looking pretty likely. With Shadow also being a path and, you know, us knowing we need to cross for either forest access or Lullaby.
Yep, so Jimbo thinking he can do a little bit more here? Oh, he might be checking the eye switch.
He's setting Pharaohs.
Oh, big chest. Bomb bag.
Okay.
So that's not logical, bomb bag.
Not in logic at the moment. I mean, there could be another strength somewhere that's not bomb locked.
That's very true. Oh, we're getting a shadow dip here. This is what I wanted to see for a while.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Check your paths.
But yeah, of that bomb bag, again though, like everything coming up Alexis, because now you just go fire right after forest.
Yep, and go ahead and beat fire, and that actually gives you 2 songs here for beating forest and then burning cack. Did we have a hint for burning cack? Requiem.
We can't get it though. We need water.
Oh, am I looking? Oh, that's water. Whoops. That's my bad. Burning cack is all but dead. Yeah, it's Requiem. What's making us out of logic right now? Well, the only strength we found was on Hot Rodder Goron and Child Goron City, which is bomb locked. And we've only found that one bomb bag so far, and that is bomb locked. So
we're strength locked. So our bomb bag is strength locked, but our strength is bomb locked. So either there's a different bomb bag or a different strength somewhere.
And we're about to find out if it's vanilla hovers or bomb bag or
vanilla for crossing.
Oh, did he miss that, or it didn't look like the hit? I guess he got it. That was an interesting dead hand there. Setup.
And it's big. Come on, hovers. Long shot. Oh. Well, that's crossing too.
Yeah, that's crossing. And wait, that fulfills the Pathomorpha as well, the magic to get into Shadow. I have a feeling we're gonna come back here though. I just have a feeling.
Are we though? Because it's Path to Fire, which
I guess you don't need the
care anymore.
Yeah. You don't need the hovers.
Well, I mean, it won't be hovers in there because we.
Oh yeah, it can't be now. So.
But I guess it could be long shot leading to hovers somewhere else, or leading to your tunic.
Or to your bomb bag still, your first logical one. Could be ZL crossing, and then ZL has a bomb bag somewhere. There's a couple checks you can do.
That's true too, it could be. Or even the other strength, right? Like.
Yeah, it's quite a few options.
This is a mess of logic to try and sort through while you're running this one.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute, did you roll this?
No, I didn't. Oh, and we're gonna... Oh, yes, Jimbo didn't check the hints with Big Pose, so...
And Alexis just got bodied.
Wait, maybe he did. Yeah, the big question is, do we need to go back to Shadow later? It's looking like no.
Probably no, but... You know, light arrows or something silly could be in there at the end.
It still could technically be first logical bomb bag if there's some weird shenanigans, but like hovers being somewhere. Or if there's a strength somewhere else. Jimbo warping back?
Yeah, not sure.
I'm confused.
He wants to. Did he not do archery yet and turn in skulls?
He does have 10 skulls. Yep, looks like archery.
Archery and skulls, yeah, I mean.
You don't need the bow equipped. Yeah, fun time in forest. It's almost coming to an end for Alexis. We haven't found anything else in there yet.
I mean, bomb bag was pretty good find.
Oh, that's, yeah. Besides the out of logic bomb bag, but I think you're right. Alexis just straight into fire after this. I don't see why not.
There's no reason not to. You're only on 4 hearts, but you have the bottle, so you should be okay.
Yeah, just grab the fairy and beat it. With the path hint, Alexis should go into Shadow eventually.
Hopefully,
I don't know how you skip it.
I mean, it's Path to Evolve, and he has Hammer, so maybe you think, oh, it's hovers or something stupid, or logical bomb bag, and you're like, oh, I don't need that, right?
Yeah, I could see not wanting to do that for a while, but eventually you're going to get stuck, and that'll be a path dungeon, so... Jimbo grabbing bugs, I guess going to push 20 skulls the next child cycle. Oh wait, can you get money here for bugs?
Money to get a shield, it looks like.
Yeah, 50 rupees. Didn't know
Maybe
that.
Maybe that's the other reason Jimbo came back, wanting a shield before going out towards GTG.
All of this could have been avoided by getting that mirror shield.
Yeah.
Unfortunate event for Jimbo, skipping the mirror shield in bottom of the well. Hopefully we don't need it, but with logical crossing, it becomes more and more of an option.
This is beating DC with the ground jumps now, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it. Surprised he gave up only after 2 fails. He got the first backflip chew strat. He only needed 1 more hit. Because he felt like it's a 1v1, you feel like you're wasting a lot of time. We'll see if Phantom Ganon has any presents for us. So we're still at the point, logically, that there's either another bomb bag or another strength out there that we can get to. And it puts everything in logic.
That's what it looks like right now.
A very clean Phantom Ganon fight, which is what we'd expect from these 2 runners.
And actually, so the hook shot in DC was path for Phantom, so that meant it had to be long shot in Shadow, which it's probably a long shot locked hovers.
Yes, long shot was in Stone Shadow off of Dead Hand.
And I guess Alexis is gonna check this out before going fire.
Which is honestly, I mean, what Alexis needs to do for this seed, so... Oh, Jimbo missing the ground jumps. Getting the first one there, so making progress. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the hammer puts the hook shot and bows into logic, but it does not put our strength into logic. You needed bombs to get the strength. Or you needed the strength to get the bombs. So there's either a missing bomb bag or a missing strength.
And Alexis about to get their long shot here, but yeah, we're missing bombs or strength.
We do have a path hint for Shadow, but it's path to Volvagia, so I'm a little surprised Alexis went here before just beating fire, but obviously we know it's going to work out.
And it looks like... Oh, Jimbo just gonna jump into fire here. He does have plenty of explosives, so it'll work out, hopefully.
Yep, so double fire. If Alexis can make it in time, go, go, go.
Oh, that's right, when you're falling, the timer stops. But how does Alexis get more health here? I guess the keys.
Yeah. Oh, we have a potion.
Oh, that's right.
So let's see if this is hovers locked or if it's just gonna be tunic logic.
Incoherent does have a good point, checking if it's hovers early just to make this a little bit easier. Well, an update from my group. Rahalia beat Spike Vegeta, so he is now 2-1 as well, which means the final match of Rahalia versus Jackstronomy has big implications to our group.
Woo, go Jax.
I don't know the details of why the race went that way or not, but if Rahalia wins again, it would be a 3-way tie at 2-1. So that would mean a tiebreaker race to see who moves on. I'm Team Jax. Let Jax win so that I don't have to race again. That way there's no tiebreaker.
We're not biased here in the comms booth, I swear.
Oh, apparently Spike orphaned a hookshot.
Well,
yeah, that would do it to you.
Sometimes it'd be that way.
Ouch. I mean, there's got to be some big seed bleed there, though, after our 3.5-hour slog this morning, so... Forgetting to check where Ruda's letter was.
Yeah, I mean, Spike... He sometimes just orphans slower checks. You know, it can be a good way to save time in 1v1s, but, you know, other times like this, you orphan the wrong thing, and there you go.
That's what happened to me. Potentially skip Zora's Domain. Yep, that would do it. So, there's an update. That's a big group impacting. If Spike won there, the group would have been decided right there. So, now it's very interesting for the next weekend's Jackstronomy versus both runners going to have to use a fairy. I guess Alexis will have to go get a fairy for getting it.
Yeah, they don't have one yet. We do have enough keys to keep going in here.
Just barely. That means they're climbing. Take your bets if Ooh, will Jimbo make this? This is close. He needs a fairy. Or no, he can't make it.
Yeah.
So Jimbo
They're
having
both...
to go back and get a fairy too.
Yep.
And you require a fairy to make the whole push block room with 4 hearts, I believe.
4 hearts is not a good time even with fairies here, but
Alexis? Yep. Got the save quit. Oh man, 4 hearts is brutal in fire. 5 hearts is pretty doable, but 4 is tough.
4 is, you gotta be like perfect movement, and even then you will burn the fairy climbing to the top, so
looks like Jimbo trying it. Oh no, falling in.
you're not gonna make it without a fairy, Jimbo.
So both runners struggling, 4 hearts fire.
Yeah,
I don't blame them, it's hard.
Yeah, but you just have to do it anyway, because the seed's been pretty jet so far.
Uh-oh, we said the J word, and here we are forgetting the hour mark to...
I didn't say anything, don't worry about it.
We're an hour and 11 minutes here, so we can do our shout outs here. Yep, Sadie getting it for us. So obviously thank you to our runners putting on the show here, Jimbo and Alexis. Should have their links there. Go follow them. They're two very good runners who've been top 64 before. I know Jimbo's done a bunch of OOT speedruns of different categories. And then thanks to my co-commentator Engel here.
Yo, big chest. But yeah, my co-com Majarkin, and then you know, there's also the people doing all the real work: Sadie, Lady Draco, HK, Gutrune.
All the people who make this possible to restream. We're just here commentating, doing the easy work.
I'm just sitting here glad I don't have to play this one.
I'm wishing I played the first seed before the issues happened. Oh, I'm trying to forget. I need a drink and just forget and enjoy this seed. Other people suffering to forget about my own.
Oh
no, Jimbo!
It's time to save, quit, and go back.
Jimbo using the fairy here. I tell you, Engel, I should not roll another seed for the rest of my challenge cup.
No. You roll me one for my next match.
Oh,
make it
just
crazy.
to confuse the opponent, right?
Yeah, exactly. They won't know what hit them.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
so
Jimbo not having strength or bomb, so he has to do the jump here.
This is another key, so again, still not hovers locked in fire. Who's my next opponent? Don't know yet. It's either Mr. Mario or Sea Falcon. Whoever wins their match.
Your side of the bracket, well, I guess all of top 64 is strong, but your side
the whole
is
thing's
stacked.
insane now.
Isn't Riley on your side too, or am I thinking about it wrong? I'd have to go look.
Maybe. I'm not worried about it at this point.
You're just happy to be where you are.
Yeah, you know. So we have a big chest in the shortcut.
Two big chests. Also the Goron up here.
Oh, this is,
Fire holding some goodies for us. I'm just calling Nero's love and ice arrows, because that's what the seeds like to do to you.
well,
Oh wait, that's a small key. Never mind. It's just Nero's love.
Luckily, it's a really good thing for both these runners to have grabbed that long shot, because I'm pretty sure no one has set Scarecrow yet.
No one's been down to Lake at all. Not child or adult, so. Alexis setting Feora's to...
Nice setting of it while you're falling. It's a nice little time save.
Now, will they get pier locked? Like, will the boss key be up there?
I mean, we have a key to... Big Poe bottle, that's useless, game.
So we are missing 2 keys right now. So Alexis resetting it just in case.
I guess maybe going to the top and not worrying about Pierre yet? Yeah.
I do still need to learn Pixel Shot. I've heard it's pretty, like, once you get the setup down, it's not terrible.
Just shoot the pixel.
Just shoot the pixel. Just do the thing, Fivehead. Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, and well, we do have Song of Time. I was gonna say without hovers here.
I mean, we'll just go to the top and then jump down. But there's the boss key.
And you definitely still check highest score on here. 100%.
So if the top 2 are small keys, this still could technically be hovers locked. But Alexis is very not interested in giving us that info.
I think you check it because it's all of...
I would have looked at
20 seconds
highest
to
score.
peek.
I would have peeked highest score, and I probably wouldn't have gone past highest. But...
Yeah, I don't see a reason to climb, but you definitely peek it. Uh-oh, Jimbo's gonna potentially go down here.
That's not
that's a dead.
Jimbo.
I don't even know if you have time to set Feora's. I guess you set it and then...
Just barely
wow.
getting it.
Also, Jimbo's gonna have to do the bomb chew strat on Vavagia as well.
Yeah, I mean, bomb chew
Just
strat's better
relatively
anyway.
easy, yeah. And also, the runner's going to have to make the little special jump here, where you rub up against the wall in 24 seconds. It's you get like one, 2 tries at this.
Easy
It's the
every
first
time.
try.
Alexis
Or
really,
Heartfire.
Alexis really showing us why they have been top 64 in the past and could have easily been this year too.
Definitely struggling a lot less than Jimbo is here. A bit better movement here in Fire, but it's not easy to do 4 Heartfire. Not at all.
A little easier with the bombs too over the just having choose, but let's see if Jimbo elects to do Pixel Shot.
And lucky for them, Big Goron Sword makes this a quicker fight.
Poor Link, though. We have seen him on fire so much in the past 10 minutes.
Should be plenty of bombs. You only need 5, right? With
It's one
GS.
less than the Master Sword.
thought it was 2 less for some reason.
I think it's 1, but Morning, Tobias. The damage is, yeah, Jimbo skipped the strength on Hot Rodder. It's the big difference right now. Jimbo.
Oh no. And Jimbo's
Jimbo
been
is-
struggling.
Jimbo is cursing this fire temple right now, too. Okay, and a key on Volv, so probably hover's locked. We don't know for sure, because could just be a key on Pierre here, but...
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if highest or hammer chest have a key,
yeah, then it's hovers, so...
Jimbo's setting up for pixel shot.
Also, thanks, Tobias. Resummon for 2 whole years. That's almost a whole year.
But Tobias, the bomb bag that Alexis has was in Forest, which was strength locked, so we still don't have logical bombs or strength 1.
And there we have Saria's, so...
So crossing for either Minuet or... It has to be ZL at this point,
It has to be
doesn't
ZL at this point, yeah. Because it
Crossing
was
for
either...
ZL.
It could have been Lullaby right there, but since it's not, it has to be Lullaby in the desert. But
But
let's
now
see.
Alexis just missing Irons or Gold Skill and ZL to finish our medallions here. And then
Yeah. Wondering if Alexis is just trying to clear out market, maybe. Just be sure of the path here.
it could very well be Iron sitting in here too.
Yeah, well, that's why I think this is a smart play to just clear it out and be sure.
Oh, yep. We do have Lens, so get in your treasure chest game guesses. Likely be heading there soon.
And I was busy looking at Alexis, but it looks like we did get a key.
Yeah, Pierre had a key.
So not hover's locked, which means it's tunic logic.
Oh, the interesting shadow
Gross.
tunic logic to
Gross.
Vivaccia.
Gross.
Probably ZL related. Jimbo dying again with
Jimbo
Fiora's
just
set.
accepting the death again.
Oh, that's right. We had already checked Richard.
Yep.
And here we go into treasure chest game. Seeing this now, Bombshoe Bowling Dead, I think it was the magic. Obviously, we got long shot in Shadow.
Yeah, I
Which
mean,
would
magic
fulfill that.
gets you long shot, gets you lullaby, which is also almost guaranteed to be needed for water, so...
We got left.
But it also means there's 2 items up at the top of fire here, which, you know, maybe could pay
Yeah.
out for Jimbo?
As long as it's not lights. If it's something like Iron Boots,
If
I
it-
don't
yeah,
see
if it's irons,
Alexis. We'll see if anything's here in treasure chest game. I would take that.
Yep. It's a nice 5th heart, but that means it was just magic and market.
So Magic Path of Morpha, which makes sense for a long shot in Shadow. Now we're thinking it's some weird tunic logic for fire. Could it still be like hover somewhere else? Could it be like a weird strength or bomb bag logic? I guess as well, it could be.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't have that logical strength or logical bomb bag, so there's still something, you know, potentially there, but...
But at this point, Alexis doesn't care. And we're
Yeah,
just hoping that Jimbo checks it, but it's very unlikely to go back child anytime soon.
Yeah, Sadie, thanks for gifting the sub to Bill, and Benji, the 11 months, also almost a year.
That was a neat little trick to get past bombing that door. I don't know if you saw that by Jimbo.
And Lady with the gift to Kari.
Choo choo, we got a train.
Alexis, you don't have that yet.
There's some muscle memory for you.
That's the whoops.
Whoops,
Also,
don't have ZL.
I would expect them to realize where it has to be though, and probably push that next.
At this point, it's get ZL and find an entryway into water. So GTG is a very good place to look for a lot of items, and then should be pushed out that way anyways for ZL. So we don't have any other song we can get. So
Although maybe we're hoping to like just find Iron Boots and ignore that Lullaby exists.
a seed without ZL, it is possible.
It's
very
possible.
possible. It's not likely here. That's what, 2 checks in water that you can do without ZL?
Yeah, but if they're keys, then it's more.
Oh, that is true.
And
It gives you
just
another
junk
2 or 3.
Just junk at the top 2 checks of fire is pretty unfortunate for Jimbo. That would have been a good out if it was a like different strength or boots or something.
And at this point, we haven't found another strength lock strength anywhere. Fire and force didn't have one. I mean, you can't get into any strength lock places elsewhere. It could just be sitting in GTG early on.
I mean, GTG, we haven't seen Valley, we haven't seen Lake. I guess we can't logically get to Domain yet, but... Alexis also turning in the Big Poe. I thought, did they not have the hint?
Jimbo did for sure. I don't know if Alexis did. Or maybe they decided they wanted the extra heart.
Could be.
Considering you're going to be probably going GTG here anyways. Oh, and finding the original bow that Jimbo found. Benji making a good point. You get an extra bottle, but only place to use it, I guess, is ice, which I think the runners are hoping to not have to go to at this point.
Yeah, at this point, there's probably no reason to need ice, but...
This is a big open world for finding irons here.
Yeah, at this point, it's really full casino for Iron Boots because, as you said, like magic led you straight to long shot, which fills your path already.
Yep, we've cleared our paths. I believe all of them. There could be something deeper in shadow for fire, but at this point in time, I don't think we care for beating the seed. And both runners already being fire, I doubt they're going to chase that path very far. Unless they are looking for irons in shadow, so...
Go to Star, get sniped. Sadie with another gift.
And Jimbo doing the bomb tree strat on Vavagia, not even needing the fairy there, which is... It's much quicker to use bomb shoes there, but they are running low on explosives.
Yeah, bomb choose the faster strat preferred if you have them. It is a little awkward if the dragon chooses to troll hole you, but yeah. Jimbo running out of explosives.
Oh, thanks Tobias for the 5 Gifted subs.
Yo, thanks.
Oh,
I
you
got
got one. So, we're out here at Gruta Fortress.
Well,
oh, and fallen.
Well, I guess we're not peeking the
peek.
chest. Or we're getting it anyway because we got caught.
That seemed pretty purposeful there. I would like to peek it from up here.
And it's dead.
Bonk.
Alright, so question of the day now is, does Alexis clear out GTG or just push towards that lullaby? I think you clear out GTG here.
You clear out GTG. Because it's not like you can go and do much out at Colossus, so this is your most check dense area. Go and do it.
And Jimbo might be joining in GTG because he has probably no other good options right now.
Yep, and it's looking less and less likely for Jimbo to go child. I mean, it makes no sense for him to go child. There's only a handful of checks he has left to clean up.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason because what can you do as child? Lake, Valley, which you could do as adult here, and that one check of Child Goron City that's not even in logic for him?
So we're at 4 keys here. There were 2 keys on the right side of the maze. And nothing in the maze itself, so... I'm a big fan of when I have Song of Time going right side and peeking the maze from that direction.
I would prefer, I think, right side first here too, just because you don't have silvers yet. But
And you have the potential of getting it over there. But you also have long shot, which makes getting up to the 2 checks in the back there, the hammer locked one and the fire locked. I guess that is that. 2 checks in the back there, easy with long shot. And then you get free checks on the right side of the maze. Plus, it's not like you're worried about toilet here, because that's if you can do toilet right now, you better be in water. So this has come down to check GTG. I don't know what else. I mean, Lake plays if it's not here GTG, and then cleaning up ZL checks. We're very limited in options.
yeah, although I couldn't see what was on the crate. Guess Jimbo's not interested. And is that a scale in the waterfall?
I think it was. Jimbo's going to get it.
Well, it sort of gives you a reason to go back child, a little more in logic to check there.
Yeah, domain and logic with that. I still think you've finished GTG and cross here, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense not to.
Oh, Sadie pointing out
Oh,
Valley.
don't Sadie. Don't even talk about Valley. Valley doesn't exist.
What if the letter spot has what we need?
What if the crate has letter? Oh, I don't know.
Although, what if this big chest right here is it? Silvers!
Silvers.
That's why you do right side first.
Yep.
But Jimbo
emotes
can
in
get
chat.
that. But Jimbo
Yeah.
can get that. That's the other strength he can grab.
Okay, that will help. Oh, it is logical
Also,
strength
yeah,
1.
that is logical because we had hammer.
Yep,
And
so
hook,
there you go, logical strength 1.
Gosh, GTG logical strength 1.
And then that's your logical first bomb bag in forest then.
Yep, we're in logic. Hooray.
Yay, logic!
But yeah, it's good for Jimbo in a way, but also kind of not because Alexis still just has these things and is ahead.
Yeah, Alexis has all of forest over Jimbo right now, which is, 14 minutes, 14, 15 minutes. So that's really the lead right now.
Yeah, Jimbo needs to like do something that Alexis hasn't and have it be important, like that scale. Maybe if Alexis doesn't go back and get it.
There's a lot of time lost in fire with just Alexis had very, very good movement and execution in fire.
But like maybe we find the other scale too, and then have Jimbo could have gold scale, right?
So that
And
is
maybe
an out
irons
for
are-
Jimbo.
Right?
Jimbo now can get either scale or irons. Where we'll see if Alexis goes and checks. I don't know if Alexis checked the. I don't think they peaked Valley at all.
No, there was no Valley Peak on Alexis's side, but again, you're going to want to run out and get Lullaby, so do you go back and do both?
So I was not counting keys, but I know we were at
Don't
7
care.
for sure.
We're not going to the
Yeah.
toilet. Who cares?
Never going to toilet. That's right. Until lights are there. Oops. Caster cursed it.
We're also getting a look at HBA, which Alexis didn't do before coming in.
I think it's fine to do it either way.
Yeah.
Alexis is doing it now, so.
Okay. Well, some
Look at
people
Jimbo
like
here.
to skip some of these. You never know.
Very casual 1740 by Jimbo. Nothing.
Fifth heart for Jimbo.
This will help Jimbo out, though. He'll get his first strength and then be able to get bombs. But in the meantime of Jimbo doing forest, Alexis will be pushing on to find the irons. So
Yeah, I mean, it's what, like 10 minutes left to forest that Alexis has to go looking for these irons.
Yeah, and that's a big advantage right there. Plus, it's all of GTG here as well, which is another like 4 or 5 minutes. So, and Jimbo has to realize Zeal is across there. If he doesn't, that's just even more time because there's no way Alexis doesn't cross here. Found nothing to really move on, except Alexis can now go into Spirit and do checks there. So,
I guess
with the silvers.
Well, I guess Jimbo could still think maybe it's one of the forest songs out in the desert, and then Temple of Time might have Lullaby in their world.
Oh, that is true.
But
Jimbo doesn't know that yet, but
we know it because Alexis already got the song in Temple of Time. But yeah, Alexis coming back for Valley before going out to the desert, so this removes another out for Jimbo because they'll have the scale 2 here.
Should have the scale, yep. Yeah, Alexis being pretty thorough in the areas they've gone to, not leaving any chance for leaving things behind, so. Are we in Casino Hyrule yet? I believe we are. We're Casino 4. Oh, just missing it by Alexis, the jump slash.
It's alright, their save's still in GTG. It's fine. Yeah, Casino for either iron boots or maybe a gold scale, and then Ganon will tell us where the lights are.
Yep, and most likely still needs ZL, but we should be getting it here. Alexis has not done the waterfall yet. Oh, you mean the... Yeah.
Yeah, that was... We're good now.
Oh, he was talking silver gauntlets, yeah.
There's strength 1 for Jimbo.
Yeah, this silver scale.
So yeah,
And that kind of evens it up.
And yeah, Scarlet. So the logical first strength was the one Jimbo just picked up here in GTG, but the other strength that Alexis has was Hot Rodder, Child Goron City. Alexis going
To Feora's.
to use Farah's, yeah, okay.
Yeah. To not save scum the silver
I
scale.
mean, they could have just death warped, but
Yeah, Minuet in Graveyard or Minuet in... Technically, it could be in Ice
could be
as
nice.
well.
Yeah, the letter could be somewhere.
The logic of this seed could be really gross, because whatever the path to Bovagia is somewhere in Shadow. It could be long shot related, but that only locks so much, and... It has to be ZL on Requiem, Sadie. We have enough song logic, it has to be. But we were talking previously that Jimbo doesn't know that yet, because he has not beat Forest yet. Personally, did Jimbo set his Feora's? I was watching Alexis there.
Yeah,
I'm guessing he said
GTG.
it.
It's in
Okay.
GTG, so this is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's probably even better than fine, because what if you get the other strength in Forest, then when you run out you have it for Spirit.
That's probably what Jimbo's hoping.
Yeah.
But we know it's on Child Goron City.
Yeah. But I mean, it makes sense from his standpoint. Also,
skipping
Alexis.
Wasteland.
What? There's magic in Wasteland, so. All right, another out for Jimbo.
Yep, skipping Wasteland there. That could be an item. There's very narrow outs unless the seed really opens up here and it's a true casino and Jimbo just happens to pick something Alexis hasn't done. So far it's been pretty straightforward and linear.
Yeah, it has, but I mean, if Alexis skips another check or two, that's just giving outs to Jimbo.
Yep.
Now, Alexis doesn't know this. They might feel behind or something, too, so... can't blame them for rushing the dense option here.
I could not see the top of that arch, so if that was their peak, that's crazy. Yep, and ZL, as expected.
Thanks, game. Thanks for making us run all the way out here. And Nocturne?
To check the graveyard song? I'm surprised
Do we
not
not
putting
just want to
Pharaoh's
dispute it?
Wind.
Why would just
Yeah.
do... It's like, what song is this going to be that we care about? We know it's not Requiem.
Hey, we can do frogs too. Did we get a hint? Yeah, we did. But
We did.
This is going to be a warp song. It will help you move around, but I mean, technically, it can be Requiem, right?
No, we can't. We know
Oh
it's
no, it can't
Unburning.
be.
That's what I'm saying. It's
That's
not
right,
Requiem,
yeah.
so like...
Wait. Just doing the check here. Okay.
No, I think he's getting both. But... Oh, it's a big
Oh.
chest! Is this the big brain play?
Magic Path to Morpha.
The
Oh,
gold
gold!
skin! All right, well, GG. Except, why aren't you getting the song? Because it could be Serenade. Alexis, it could be
Oh,
Serenade.
it was hinted.
Oh, it was
hinted as a scale, apparently.
Was it? Oh, I missed that.
Feora's in GTG, so warping back again and then dropping down
Yeah,
Valley.
but it could have just been Serenade right there.
It could have been, yep.
Oh yeah, we all forgot about there was that scale hinted. All right, well.
Yeah, I did not know that.
All right, I mean, that makes perfect sense then why Alexis just rushed straight to it. Now we just hope we don't need irons.
Water Temple boss key needing irons? That never happens.
But even if, we can beat water here, it's still not over. Light arrows, they could be somewhere stupid like Shadow or Light Trial or Ice Cavern, and we don't have the items to get to those places yet, so...
Jabba Jabu's belly.
Yeah, so...
There's a lot of bad places.
It could still be Casino here.
In my castle, and it's behind gold gauntlets. There's a lot of locked areas here. Jimbo probably sighing a sigh of relief here with the bombs finally, but unfortunately, time is running out.
I mean, he probably feels behind just from that fire temple alone.
Yeah, fire temple and Dodongo's haunting his memories of the seed. We get to see the gold scale water here.
Yeah, I think... No, we have some time. We're good. We don't need bomb chews or anything.
Yep. So it's only a bust if Central Pillar is a boss key. Yes. So Jimbo fought Katie twice. What happened the first time? He tried to do the backflip bomb chew strat, as he didn't have a shield. He got the first bomb chew backflip, but then gave up after two more failed attempts. And of course, he just got the bombs in Forest. And that looks to be our logical bomb bag as well. I'm pretty sure it is. And then the second time going back, he was able to do it with a shield using the ground drum strategy in King Dodongo, but that cost a lot of time. And then just some better movement by Alexis and Fire. Both did Fire at the same time with 4 hearts. And that combined with missing the Strength 1 in Child Goron City has put Jimbo pretty far behind here. Right now, we're running out of checks slowly in water where the boss key could be.
It's 3 down. There's no way
save warp.
There's no way it's in the pillar, right?
It's a what? 1 in 9 or something, or 1 in 11 or something like that.
It's 10%, right? But
yeah. Random bot is mean, so I mean, there is quite a bit of the seed locked by items we have not found yet. So, it is very likely that lights are just somewhere we'll have to go find another check for, another item. And that's
Oh, well, there it
Bosky.
is. All right, so just need to know where the light arrows are.
Yep, so Alexis is in glow mode now. And we'll have Ganon tell us where the lights are. I think the worst possible thing would be trying to find gold gauntlets in the seed. Oh, a very good grab there by Alexis.
Yep. Beautiful quick kill.
As Jimbo's making his way to the end of forest here to kill the purple Poe. But yeah, that was a very, very clean water.
So now if you're Alexis, you're probably like, okay, just tell me the light arrows are in Spirit or, you know, the lake or something easy.
Or just Hyrule Field or something like that, yeah.
You're like, just don't say
Outside
Shadow or
Ganon's castle.
something.
Yeah, Shadow or Jabu or Ice. Yeah, we still don't have a 40 hint either. There's your real scenario here.
Oh no, he says cack and we're just getting skulls for 30 minutes.
Well, 40 can't be, because it's an always hint, it can't be. I guess it could be, actually, you're right, for the light arrows. I was thinking about a path. 40 skulls for hover boots, for Rudos and Shadow, for Boomerang and Ice, for Strength 3 and Jabu, for Lights and Light Trial. There's the worst case scenario. Very possible. Not likely, though. You can kind of mix those up any way you want, but there's some possibilities here for a lot more Zooter.
Yeah, this is always like the weird feeling when you get to the end of a seed like this going for the hint and you're like, man, I don't have like half the items. Please don't put it in one of these dumb spots. Come on.
Dastar telling me to go wash my mouth out with soap for that. You gotta spread the love. The viewers gotta have some good Zooter. Oh, that was Tobias. That's right. Sorry, Dastar. I slandered you. Just spread my salt. That was Tobias telling me to wash my mouth out. I'm just hoping for a great viewer experience here of these runners suffering.
Haven't they suffered enough? They had to do 4 heart fire.
Oh, but they had a bottle. It's fine.
It's fine. They
Slow.
only burned up like 5 times each.
Randobot does not have enough sacrifices. It needs more. Season 7 cannot be great until we sacrifice enough runners in Season 6. So... Four Heart Fire, the next Zooter band name. There you go. Yep, fire arrows are in Fountain. And Jimbo finishing up Phantom Ganon here. And he should just jump right back into Forest and use Feor's Wind to get back to GTG. That's what I expect.
We might get the Temple of Time song first. See what
That's
that one
possible
is.
too, yeah.
But, you know, when he sees that's not Lullaby, yeah, just,
And Alexis having a very clean climb.
yeah, needing some more magic, though. Yeah, it's the other side.
struggling. There it is. So place your bets here, although we don't have a bet going, but where are light arrows? There's quite a bit of the seed left available. The last place they check. That's very true. Deep shadow with a manager. That's cruel too. Toilet. There you go. I have to go find the irons. I forgot that's still a thing.
Uh-oh.
Inside my castle. Uh-oh.
And now Alexis is like, please, water trial, save me.
Does Alexis know bow extension? Because that could be a thing for Spirit here, because Alexis has no more choose.
Oh yeah, no choose. I don't know.
Or just gives it to us in Forest.
Game, that's boring if it's just this one.
Nope.
That's the love.
Oh,
it's
another.
water. It's always water trial.
It's always water.
It's
Yep.
always water. GG's.
So, Alexis in go mode. So, GG's. Randobot being relatively nice this evening.
Man, we were so close to getting away with not even getting that lullaby, too.
Yep. Oh yeah, if you just have
We were one key off.
one key off, yeah.
Well, no, I guess because we didn't have irons, we would need irons to do it that way.
Oh right, you can't hookshot down there without irons. Oh, we're in go mode. We can say the jet word now. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the J word.
Gonna be just over 2 hours here. That's
Yeah, it'll just be slightly over 2 hours. So very well played by Alexis, and very
Yeah,
good
so-
execution.
some pretty wacky logic at the beginning there, but at the end, like,
Oh, missing it.
really came down to that hot rodder check.
That was really the crux of the seed between these two is Alexis getting that hot rodder check with bomb shoes, and Jimbo deciding not to wait the 10 or 15 seconds for hot rodder to come around, and that made all the difference in the seed. And Jimbo finally going out to get his Zelda's Lullaby.
And yeah, again, thanks to my co-commentator, Majarkin, everybody tracking, race modding, running this restream. Both our runners here, give them a follow. It's been a fun one, and yeah, looks like Alexis will move on to the Challenge Cup bracket stage.
Yep, and thank you, Engel, for commentating with me. It's been fun.
Yeah, this was a good one. And I say good because it wasn't a 3.5 hour disaster.
Oh, that could have been an hour shorter. Oh man, I won't make that mistake anytime in the next couple of weeks. Once I have enough of a break, I'll forget again. And Jimbo going to get his gold scale hinted. So, oh,
Yep,
also
that
the
was-
the restreamer, Hell Knight. Thank you for restreaming, making this all possible. And there's Alexis finishing.
Yep. GG.
So sub 2 there.
Yeah, Jimbo not too far behind, as we know. He would be able to gold scale water pretty quick and then just get the lights and water trial, but yeah, that early strength.
Jimbo only what, like 10 minutes behind or so, maybe a little
Yeah.
more than that. Yeah.
10, 15, so pretty close still. I want to see if we can get anyone in for interview, maybe.
I have the race room open, so ask. Jimbo said sure, and I'll pull him up. Yeah, GG's, Jimbo.
Oh fuck, I was muted.
No worries.
GG.
Oh, thank God that's over. Holy shit.
I could see your sentiment there. 4 Heart Fire is a nightmare.
I mean, I was playing like shit the entire seed, so is what it is.
Well, I mean, at the end, you weren't too far behind. You would have been able to gold scale water pretty quickly, and then the light arrows were just in water trial, so
Oh wow, nice.
yeah. So you weren't very far behind even through it all.
Yeah, I mean, I had an idea of what I wanted to do. I just executed really poorly. So, I mean, it is what it is. If I one-trip DC when I first went in, I would have saved a ton of time there.
Yeah.
And then just dying in fire multiple times put me back.
So about these, there's another strength.
Chickens.
Hot rodder.
Wow, I bailed on that. That's cool.
Yeah, that we think was the big difference. Just letting Alexis get an easier DC and all done quicker,
That, and you missed the
and
mirror
getting to
shield in
forest
bottom of the
faster,
wall,
and
which would have helped you on your first trip to DC as well.
Wait, did I
Do
skip
the
a
ground
chest?
drop. Yep.
Yeah,
In the center of the room.
the middle room.
Wait, there was a big chest? I thought I peeked it. I guess I just misidentified it.
Yep, the one on the left, the non-sculptural one, had mirror shield.
Oh, alright, cool. I'm blind. Nice.
Yeah, we've
And
all
Alexis
mispeaked
said
things.
they would join us here in a minute. So
Sweet.
But yeah, those were the big differences. Really, the strength, just letting Alexis go a bit faster through DC forest fire.
Yeah, that's rough.
Alexis go a bit faster through. GG, Alexis.
GG's.
Forest fire.
Yo, thank you.
Yeah, that's rough.
GG Jimbo.
Yo, GG, Alexis.
GG's.
Yo, thank you. GG Jimbo.
Wow, I can't believe I skipped Hot Rodder because I realized when I set up for the Goron pot that he doesn't stop moving, so I didn't feel like I don't know, and I didn't feel like waiting for him to go all the way across to the other side.
Yeah.
So I just figured I'd come back when I had ZL to do pot and Hot Rodder.
Yeah.
I figured I'd come back when I had ZL to do pot. Bad risk.
Yeah, Alexis, we were telling Jimbo that strength you got early there was really the big difference.
Alexis, we were telling Jimbo that
put you
strength
maybe
got
10,
early
15
there
minutes
was
ahead at the end
really
there.
the big difference that
I hesitate
you
to
maybe 10,
skip
15 minutes
Big
ahead at the
Rollin,
end there.
the string in
I
Goron
hesitate
City,
to
but
skip Big Rollin,
no, I didn't
the
skip.
string in
Grand City, but
Yeah,
because
so-
scared to Jimbo go that, so I don't want to lost for it. Jimbo go that, so I don't want to lost
I mean,
for
the
it.
path for the scene was pretty like straightforward too.
Yeah, what did you two think of the path hints with the
Pretty, like, straightforward,
shadow
too.
for Evolve, but then you just get long shot kind of with the
This
shadow
pass
for Evolve,
very
but then you just
surprised
get
me.
long shot kind of.
Yeah, it was really weird.
This
Until
pass
I literally just
very
found that
surprised
wallet
me.
in yeah, it was really weird until I literally just found that wallet. Colossus.
Yeah, in the desert, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of just like ties it together. I was like, sweet. Colossus.
Yeah, in the desert. Yeah, surprised it was
Just, like,
long
ties it
shot
together, I was like,
for
sweet.
Tunic Logic. It's yeah, surprised it was
I think
long
Hell Knight
shot.
has the stream
Tunic
echoing, or someone
Logic,
does. It's echoing on stream. I think Hell Knight has the stream echoing, or someone
rip.
does. Or maybe Alexis mute your stream, or some. I don't know.
Rip. I don't
See
have
if
the
that
stream
works.
open,
Maybe
so-
Alexis mute your stream.
My
or
stream,
something, I don't know.
thing
I don't
good,
think that
no.
works.
My stream, I don't know. Thing good, no.
I mean, it was
Think-
nice.
oh. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say it was nice to be able to tie everything
I mean, it
together
was-
at the end
oh,
at least.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Because you knew
No, it's fine. I
Minuet
was just gonna
was
say, it was nice
behind
to be able to
the
tie everything together at the end at least.
Composer
because
Grave
you knew
too,
Minuet
so like,
was
everything kind of
behind
just like
the-
came together in the end. But it was
Composer
spaghetti for
Grave
quite a
too,
bit
so
in my head
everything
anyway.
kind of just like came together
Ah.
in the end. But it was
Never take
spaghetti
a
for quite a
song
bit
in
my head
Composer Grave.
Yeah, I didn't check it either. I grabbed. I well, I was there when I forfeited, but I was just gonna grab this guy
I
and
didn't check
leave
it
and
either.
go to
I
water.
grabbed-
I
I
wasn't
well,
even worried about it.
I was
'cause
there
just
when I
assumed it was
forfeited, but I was
Minuet.
just gonna grab this guy.
Well,
It's
We
just
got-
Minuet, okay.
I just assumed it was Minuet.
It could have been Minuet and
It's
Ice,
just
right?
Minuet, okay.
The letter could have been somewhere. It could have been Minuet and Ice, right? No one saw it, but the letter could have been somewhere. It could have been like ZL
That's
locked
true.
somewhere. No one saw it, but
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
because I was kind of surprised Alexis didn't check the song either, because I was like, well,
Yeah, I didn't
it
think
could be
about that.
Serenade. So I was kind of surprised Alexis
Yeah, I
didn't check the
forgot
song either,
that.
'cause I was like,
Just
well,
get the
it could be
scale and
Serenade.
yeah, I
GG
forgot
back
for
that,
go water. Just
yeah.
get the scale and
The Pharaoh's
GG back
definitely
for go water.
got its use from both of you today.
Oh yeah,
Pharaoh's
it saved me
definitely
multiple times in Fire
got its
Temple. I'll
use
tell you
from
that.
both of you today.
Oh
Yeah.
just from dying. How many times I died? It was
Yeah, you
kind of
both
embarrassing. Just from
you
dying.
both kind of burned a little bit in fire, but that's
you
that's to be
both,
expected on 4 hard. You both kind of burned a little bit in fire, but that's to be expected on 4 hard.
I kind of panicked a little bit in the upper fire room. You know, right before the where Pierre is, like that room. I kind of panicked the first time around because I had a second, I think, left on the timer, and I had to equip FW, unpause, and I'm like just spam FW.
like
to try
frame
and save-
perfect, get it before
Yeah.
you die.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever mashed my controller that hard in my life.
Perfect, get it before you die.
That was very
I don't
close.
think I've ever mashed my controller that hard in my life.
But now with this race, Alexis, you're moving on to the bracket stages of Challenge
Yeah.
Cup. And now with this race, Alexis, you're moving
Yeah,
on to
that's
the
very
bracket
nice.
stages
Yeah.
of Challenge Cup.
Yeah, we wish you
Yeah,
luck in
that's very nice.
facing whoever you'll see in round 1 there. We wish you luck in
Jimbo.
Jimbo. Sorry your run ends here.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't
Jimbo,
really
sorry-
deserve to compete anyway
sorry your
because I
run-ins
haven't
here.
been playing. So
Oh, it's fine.
I'm kind of just glad it's over at this point
because I haven't been playing. So
I'm kind of just
But
glad it's
GG's,
over. Congrats, Alexis. Hope you do well in the brackets. I'm gonna
Thank
go
you.
head out
Congrats,
though. Everyone,
Thanks.
So
Hope you do
Thanks,
well in
Jimbo.
Thanks.
the brackets.
Thank you so
Good night.
much.
Go
Later.
head out though.
Everyone,
Thanks.
so-
Good night,
GG
Jimbo.
for you too. Thank you so
Have a good
much.
night.
And hope to see you. Oh, it's leave. And hope to see you.
Yeah, Beast
Just
gone already.
it's leave. Just say GG Jimbo and hope to see you in season 7. Jimbo and hope to
Yeah.
see you in season 7.
Hope to get to race against the both of you in season 7 some more, you know.